episode 18 of Carousel, and welcome back to the stream. We have switched games. I don't think I've actually done that before, but, I don't know. Last game it's not like it was difficult, it was more like it was not well made. I don't know, it's disappointed. But, this is the next game. We're gonna do it. I'm not sure what to do tomorrow though, because tomorrow is gonna be Limber again. Yeah, actually, I think I'm just gonna do. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do, and you'll find out what exactly it is tomorrow. So let's do this. Let's check that I'm not muted. Okay, cool. Good God. Okay. I think we're in a Frederick. I think we're in Frederick. Alright. France. And... oh, wait, that's hide. Okay. I have to click. Alright. I don't know who's saying this. I forget. After shifting his gaze to me, he falls silent. With his lips apart, he eyes me from head to toe as if studying me. Is there something wrong with the way I'm dressed? Do I look strange? It looks as if he had just seen a fairy. This must have been what I looked like when I saw the butler. Or am I Elise? Good morning, my lord. My name is Elise Shelley. Elise. Frederick, this is the girl I told you about. Yes, of course. How are you, Elise? I'm fine, my lord. Thank you for asking. Please, call me Frederick. You need not be so formal with me. Are you sure about that? Oh, okay. Thank you, my lord. This isn't too difficult. I wasn't sure how to behave in front of a lord, but Frederick seems to be quite friendly. No. However, I'm still nervous because this is the first time I have ever met a lord. But then again, I do see lords all the time in Maison. I just don't interact with them. Frederick, you said you wanted to see Elise's magic, right? What should she cast her magic on? If you're injured or sick, I can try to heal or cure you. If not, maybe I can just energize you. Well, I think Frederick wants to see you cast compassion on something inanimate, like you did with the piano. Huh? But, well, I see that there's a piano here, but it's not broken, is it? I suppose I can break it and then... No! His sudden shout makes me jump. No. Oh, a hemming made me go into a coughing fit. No, please do not break my father's piano. He would not be pleased. For a second, there is horror on Frederick's face. Oh, okay, I won't. Friends, will you give us a moment? I'd like to speak with Elise alone. God. Alright. Huh? Friends and I stare at each other. He looks as surprised as me. Oh my god, that face. Okay. Oh gods, I don't want to be alone with him. I plead to friends with my eyes. Good. You have good instincts. Friends, please don't go. I beg you. Please don't leave me alone with this guy. Friends returns to my gaze, and with a sharp look and a nod, he turns to Frederick. Oh god damn it, friends. Fucking idiot. Okay, I'm leaving her to you, Frederick. What? No! Do you know how in picture books two people can often communicate their feelings by staring into each other's eyes? Today I've learned that this is just another lie. Why are children taught things like this? God, don't go. Oh, God. After Francis left, it's just me and Frederick alone together. The room feels bigger. For a moment, nobody speaks. So, Elise, if you are helping friends with this research, it must mean that you are gifted in compassion, right? Yes, of course. I'm also gifted in courage, but friends never said anything about researching courage magic. I see. What do you think about your compassion trait? Think about it? I never think about anything about it. It's just something I was born with. Is that so? I guess compassion suits you because you're a girl. Really? I don't think it has anything to do with gender, but maybe you're right. What are your magical traits, Frederick? Willpower and... courage. No, it's not. Fucking liar. Oh, we share a trait. That's nice. Indeed. Willpower and courage, huh? I heard that combination is found usually in an uncouth person, but I guess that's not true. You seem very polite to me. Haha, that's because he wants to bang. God. Shh, I hate him so much. Haha. Frederick is most definitely the quietest lord I've ever known. The lords that often come to Maison are all loud and pushy, especially after a few drinks. Something about the way he's staring at my face still makes me uncomfortable, though, so I avoid meeting his gaze. My eyes fall on the piano again. It's really different from the broken piano in the factory backyard. This piano looks so much more elegant, surely something that befits a lord's house. I wonder what kind of sound it makes. Do you like the piano? Huh? Yeah. He must have noticed me staring at the piano instead of looking at him. That was very rude of me. Do you want to try playing it? Can I? I mean, no. No, thank you. Sorry. It's alright. Go ahead and play the piano. I would like to hear you play. Oh, okay. Thank you, my lord. I walk over to the piano and sit down carefully. For a few seconds, I just sit silently, admiring its beauty. I bring my finger to the middle F key and apply some pressure. I'm gonna guess that was middle F. I have no idea. The piano emits a lovely sound. I turn my head to see Frederick watching me. Sorry. I've pressed that same key on the broken piano 100 times, but it never made a sound. So when I heard that sound from the piano, I just found it funny for some reason. I guess I'm the only person who would find it funny. Frederick must be thinking I'm a weird girl. My face feels hot all of a sudden. Yes, I understand what you mean. Ha ha ha. I face the piano again. I close my eyes and place my hands on the keyboard. I haven't played a real piano in years. I hope I can still play well enough. I press a key, then another. My fingers move from note to note. I gotta check. Not muted. Good. Okay. I've chosen a piano sonata with a slow tempo so I can take my time getting used to the piano. Andante. The piano sounds beautiful. I'm surprised at how well I can still play. My almost daily practice with the broken piano must have counted for something after all. The music is still as I remember it. Although this piano is not what I used to play, it answers me just the same. It answers me with the most pleasant melody. I keep playing. When I close my eyes, I feel as if I was being consumed by the music. Before long, my hands are moving on the piano by themselves. I am as much an audience as I am a performer. I can feel the tune of each note not only with my ears, but also with my soul. It's like the music was standing beside me, taking my hand in hers, guiding me to a place she only knows. She only knows. It's warm. The music smiles at me, and I at her. I feel at peace. There are no proles and bourgeois. There's no maison de beauvoir. There's no factory. There's no broken piano. Where we are, there is only happiness. Elise, service me. What? What? I've stopped playing the piano. You heard me. I want you to service me. The fuck does that mean that I don't... What is he saying? Serve you? How do you want me to serve you? You know what I mean. Oh my fucking god. Service me like you service your customers every night. I feel cold sweat on the back of my neck. I don't know what you're talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that you work at Maison de Beauvoir. I know what you are. I step back while shaking my head, but Frederick comes nearer. You're wrong. I don't work at Maison. I only... I'll pay you. It's not a question of money. How much do they normally pay? I'll double that. No, I told you were wrong. I live at Maison, but I don't work there. I don't take customers. Frederick keeps advancing. I'm back to a wall. Oh, fuck. No, I'm not that kind of girl. Get away from me! He halts his steps. What happened? Franz looks at me questioningly. Elise, is something wrong? Elise, is something wrong? I don't know what to say. I don't want Franz to find out about me living at Maison. He won't let me be a part of his research project if he thinks I'm a... I feel my face burning. My eyes are starting to sting with hot tears. Elise? I run past Franz and exit through the open door. Elise! I don't stop. I need to get out of here. Jesus. Okay, that... I guess this... I mean, I already thought that Frederick was irredeemable, but I don't know. That makes it even... I don't know. Okay. Outside the house, I just walk around randomly. I don't know this area at all. It's like a foreign land to me. I stop myself from crying. I refuse to shed a tear over this little thing. Why can't I just explain the situation to them? Franz is there. He would have listened. But there's no point. Frederick wasn't wrong. He was technically wrong, but in 3 months he'll be right. In fact, I somewhat regret rejecting his offer. If I am going to whore myself out in 3 months anyway, I might as well start now. Frederick is at least handsome. Some of the men who show up at Maison, I don't want to think about it. It's only adjusting to my sense of shame, or adding. I'm disgusted at myself. It's making me even more frustrated. This fucking sucks. Her life sucks and is awful. I just want to make it as pleasant as possible. I don't know how to do that. Yet. I am angry. I am angry at Frederick. I'm angry at Franz for taking me to him. But I'm also angry at myself. I'd curse my fate if such a thing existed. Where am I? Where am I going? There are aristocrats all around me that I could ask for directions, but most of them try to avoid eye contact. Some, though, are outright staring at me, like I'm some kind of exotic animal. I've been walking for almost half an hour, but I haven't seen a single omnibus stop. This must be why Franz took me here in a taxi carriage. There's no shortage of taxi carriages here, but I can't afford one. And even if I could, it's likely the driver wouldn't let me in. It's unlikely. Okay, I said the same thing. Finally, I reach a main city street. I am still completely lost, though. I've never been in this part of the city. I continue to wander without knowing where I'm going. I see a policeman. Maybe he can tell me where I can find an omnibus stop. Excuse me. The policeman glances at me for a second but doesn't say anything. Can you tell me where I can find an omnibus stop? He ignores me. Hello? Do you know where the nearest omnibus stop is? Will you tell me, please? Finally, without even looking at me, he uses his thumb to point to his right. It doesn't look like he's going to tell me anything more. Thanks. A cab. Fuck the police. I walk in the direction he pointed, but his direction isn't helpful at all. I still don't know where the omnibus stop is. He wouldn't answer me, probably because I'm a proletarian. He can tell by the way I'm dressed. When they say their job is to serve and protect, they're talking about protecting the bourgeoisie and the aristocrats. They can't be bothered with people like me. True. I still haven't found an omnibus stop, despite having walked for what seems like miles. There have been a number of intersections since I left the policeman. He was lying to me for all I know. But what would I even do if I find an omnibus stop? Go home? To Maison de Beauvoir? So I can prepare to become a whore in 3 months? I can't go home. I have no home. Maison de Beauvoir is not my home. I don't want to go back there. I don't have anywhere to go. I feel like a lot of her inner conflict, and I guess the conflict with the game, the conflict with the story, would disappear if she just had, like, any bit of solidarity with the other sex workers. But I don't know. That if I want to see that in a game, I'm gonna have to make that game myself. I'm pretty sure. I'd play that game. Probably wouldn't be able to play it on stream, though. Anyway, okay. I continue dragging my feet, not even caring where they'd take me. I glimpse up at the sun above. Although I don't have a chronometer, I can tell that it's already past noon. My stomach growls. I skipped breakfast this morning, and there was no time to eat lunch before I stormed into the Lord's mansion. I stop when I come across a small bistro. Perhaps I can buy a slice of bread for lunch. A quick look at the menu written on a chalkboard outside the bistro nixes that idea. I move along. In this part of town, I don't even have enough money for a cup of tea. Friends had promised to pay me as compensation for not working today, but I left before receiving the money. In other words, I just lost a day's wage for nothing. My legs are getting weak. They're trembling. I don't know how many miles I've walked. Suddenly, my right foot trips on a stone, causing me to fall headlong into the brick pavement. Ouch. Trying to get back up, I see that I've scraped my left knee. It's bleeding and the pain stings. Still on the ground, I touch my scraped knee with my hand and start focusing on compassion. Transform. Nothing happens. The scrape is still there, it's still bleeding, and I'm still hurting. I don't have enough mana for this. I even forgot to ask friends for a bottle this morning. If I hadn't run from Frederick's house, friends would have given me a mana potion so that I could demonstrate my magic. I didn't think any of this through, did I? I look around. The passerby pretend to have not seen me. They go about their business, as if there wasn't a girl hunkering down on the pavement with a bleeding knee. A couple of teenagers, a boy and a girl, walk by. The boy notices and points at me while saying something to the girl. As he is about to walk over to me, the girl grabs the boy's hand and shakes her head at him. The boy throws me under the glance before leaving with the girl. What the fuck? What should I do? What can I do? I obviously can't go to the hospital, because I don't have the money. It seems the only option is to ignore it, stand up, and keep walking. A scraped knee really isn't that big a deal. Just when I'm about to get up, I feel compassion from above. Oh god. The scrape disappears from my knee. The pain is completely gone. I look up to find a tall man standing behind me. Oh. Does your knee still hurt? The man is not only tall, but also big. Not round big like some lords who frequent Maison, but strong big. He looks like a superhero from children's picture books. His skin is darker than most people in Overture. They're not... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, they're not black dark like the slaves they bring from far south. Oh, we still do that? Oh, uh-oh. Okay, there's... His face is showing some age, but it's still very much full of life. I'd say he's in his 30s. No, it's completely healed now. Thank you very much, sir. I'm sorry you had to waste your mana on me. Oh, don't worry about it. Do you have other injuries that need healing? No, I am perfectly healthy now. Well, I haven't finished speaking. I haven't even finished speaking when my stomach growls loudly. Bad stomach. Bad. Are you gonna keep laughing? Excuse me, I need to run away. It's what I do when I get embarrassed, apparently. Wait, don't go, young lady. I suppose your stomach problem isn't something I can treat with magic, but why don't you come with me? There's this place where they serve really great food. No, you've done enough for me. Thank you. I can't make the stranger buy me a meal on top of healing my injury. Oh, don't worry, young lady. This place is cheap, so it's not gonna make you broke. We'll split the bill. Is that okay for you? I probably won't be able to afford it in my half, actually. Of course you will. You're a factory worker, aren't you? Factory workers go to eat there all the time. I glanced down at my factory uniform for a second before looking up again. Oh, okay. I'll go with you. My mouth is watering already. The man holds out his arm for me. Alright, shall we go, young lady? Elise. It's not young lady, it's Elise. My apologies. I am Gisang Elise Shabana. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Lady Elise. Gisang? It's a foreign name. Yes, Gisang. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Gisang. Shall we? Yeah. Once upon a time, my mother made me promise to never go with a stranger who promises candy or ice cream. Well, it turns out you can be hungry enough to even to break promises to your mother. Gisang and I set off. Alright. We've gone far away from the center of the city. We're now in a pearls area. Gisang's clothes aren't very bourgeois-ish, but they aren't quite pearls either. However, from the way he effortlessly navigates the pearls back streets, I guess he must be from around here. Our streets are like a huge maze. But if he is a proletarian, how does he have mana? Here we are. We stop in front of a small wooden house at the corner of an intersection. A wide range of dishes is arranged in a cupboard, visible from outside through a glass window. The foods look alien. Well, let's go in. Yeah! I don't see any other customers, most likely because it's now past lunchtime, but not yet time for dinner. Hey, Pops! Gisang calls to an older man whom I assume to be the owner. The old man's skin is also dark like Gisang's. They must have come from the same country, but they don't look similar enough to be family. Hey, Gisang! Aren't you a little too old to be picking up girls? What are you talking about? I'm turning 17 this year. Ha! There's only one long table with stools around it. Gisang and I sit at the table. What do you want to eat? What does he have? I tried picking at the dishes in the cupboard, but none of them look familiar. Well, why don't you just leave that to me? Gisang gets up, walks over to the cupboard, and talks to the old man while pointing at some dishes. He returns to the table. A short time later, the old man comes with 2 plates of white rice and a pot of something. Ooh, that sounds like curry. Oh, okay, let's see. Maybe some sort of soup stew. It's some kind of creamy green soup with toppings that give me the impression of rubbish floating in sewer water. Suddenly I don't feel so hungry. That just sounds like green curry. Come on, it's good. It's green. Are you sure this is edible? It's vegetables and coconut milk soup. There's a variety of vegetables in there. Young jackfruit, eggplant, chayote, melinjo, long beans, etc. It also has tofu and tempeh. We call this sayur lode. Ah, okay. I don't know what chayote or melinjo... are those real things? I'm gonna check. Hold on. Chayote. Yes, let's see. Edible plant, gourd family. Okay. Widely known in the Philippines as sayote. Cool. I'm just reading the Wikipedia. And melinjo. It's just like a fruit? Huh. Yeah. Interesting. I would probably try this. I'm not the biggest fan of tempeh, but I can eat it. The only thing in here I don't like is eggplant. I fucking hate eggplant. But I would try this. Okay. I don't even know what half of those ingredients are. And did he say jackfruit? How is that a vegetable? It is a fruit, but it's a vegetable in the sense that it's cooked in a savory dish, which is probably why melinjo is also in there, because that's also a fruit apparently. Also, eggplant's a fruit. And then the gourds are fruit too. Hold on, aren't all these? Wait. Hold on. Jackfruit's a fruit. Eggplant's a fruit. Chayote was a gourd, so that's a fruit too. Fruit. Beans are seeds, I guess. That's kind of it's a fruit. I don't think there is a single non-fruit vegetable in here. Even tofu is soybeans. I guess beans are seeds, so long beans and the tofu. I don't remember what tempeh is made from, so we'll just jackfruit. Jackfruit is fun in as like a, I want to say like a chicken substitute in like tacos. Jackfruit tacos are pretty good. I like those. Okay. The other man comes again with another plate of something. Again, I have no idea what food it is. It looks as if the chef just put in whatever he could find in his kitchen and drowned it all in a brown, light and fluffy, but mostly liquid substance. Why is it brown? It's... Oh my gosh, this looks gross. You didn't have to say it twice. It looks like that's just peanut sauce. Oh, peanut sauce is so good! Stop making that face. Peanut sauce is good, though. Besides the eggplant, I would definitely try this, but what's this peanut sauce dish? This is a kind of salad called gado gado. It's a mixture of vegetables such as potatoes, string beans, bean sprouts, spinach, corn, cabbage, tofu, tempeh, hard-boiled eggs, and we mix them in a peanut sauce dressing. That sounds fantastic. But I get... The other one comes again, this time with a plan of some kind of creature. There's a creature I've never seen before lying on the plate. It's dead, but it looks like it's just sleeping. It hasn't been prepared at all. What was this? It's a catfish. Deep fried. The food itself is called peselele. Okay, well, I'm vegetarian. I wouldn't eat this. A catfish? Yes, catfish are not only delicious as food, but also cheap because they are easy to find. This is absolutely the ugliest fish I've ever seen. Now let's dig in. Okay. This food looks horrifying, but I'm very hungry right now. Here goes nothing. Please like it. Oh, yes! It's delicious! This is really good! Fuck yes, let's go. Yes, I'm very glad that this happened. Enjoy your meal, young lady. I can't believe it. I don't know if it's only because of my hunger, but I genuinely think that I've never tasted anything as tasty as what I'm eating right now. Other than the catfish, the food is just vegetables, but it's very rich in taste. I think it was prepared and cooked with a lot of different spices. Yep. In under 15 minutes, Gasong and I have devoured everything on the table. Nice. I want to try that. I want to try something like that. Something like both of those. Obviously, I keep talking about eggplant. Phew. So how was it? It's delicious. Were they the traditional foods of your country? Very observant of you, Lady Elise. And what country is that? Sorry, I don't know shit. I don't have an education. Lady Elise, what date is it today? Sunday, 27th of Sextilis, 313. Why? To be more accurate, the year is AM 313. But it has always been AM ever since I was born in AM 298. What is AM anyway, and why can't we just stop saying it? Oh, you can stop saying it. Many people have. I just wanted to bring it up because it has a lot to do with my country. First, why don't we talk about today's date? It's Sunday, 27 Sextilis, AM 313, right? Sunday is Sun's Day, named after that bright thing in the sky. Sextilis literally means the sixth, though in this case the 6th month All months are named similarly. Primilis means first month, October means 8th month, December means 10th month, and Undecember means 11th month, and so on. Oh, I've always thought that octopus sounds similar to... October sounds similar to octopus. Must be because they're both related to the number 8. Yes, your assumption is correct. Octo means 8. Anyway, what's really interesting is the year. AM is short for Anno Magiae. It means in the year of magic. Year of magic. Therefore, when you say Sunday, 27 Sextilis, AM 313, what you're really saying is a day of the sun, the 27th day of the 6th month, in the 313th year of magic. Why is it called the year of magic? Because AM1 is the year in which Overture discovered magic. Wow. But what does this all have to do with your country? I was just about to come to that. Do you know what Temulawak is? I don't think I do. Actually, you do, but you call it something else. This vial contains the extract of Temulawak. That's a mana potion. That's right. Temulawak was what a mana potion is called in my native land, my homeland, thousands of miles away to the east. It's an archipelago called Dvipantara. Dvipantara. Thousands of miles away. That's really far. I've heard that mana potions are imported from a land in the Far East, but I never knew how far it is exactly. And you came to Overture from this land? It's actually more accurate to say I was brought here. I was brought here almost 20 years ago in order to work as a slave. But 10 years ago I escaped from my master, and I've been living among the pearls ever since. Fuck yeah. Oh. If he was brought here to become a slave, that must mean that Gasang's homeland is an Overturian colony. So, when you said that AM1 is the year when Overture discovered magic, that's when traders from Overture found Temulawak in Dvipantara. I see. Since mana potions come from your land, your people must be really good with magic. Yes and no. Huh? What do you mean? It's true that thanks to Temulawak, our people have been able to use magic for thousands of years, compared to Overture that only discovered mana and magic 313 years ago, after sailing to our land, colonizing it, and taking our mana potions. The best magicians from Dvipantara can cast really powerful magic spells. His magic formulae aren't even known to Overturian mages. On the other hand, magic was only studied scientifically after Overturian scientists created the method for doing so. As a result, Overturian mages are able to cast magic spells more efficiently and reliably. Has it ever crossed your mind that the phrase magical science is an oxymoron? What moron? I mean, the phrase magical science contradicts itself. Magic by definition isn't scientific. Magic by definition can't be understood. It's only magic because it's magical. How could magic be scientific? How could science be magical? Ah, I see. That term still exists nevertheless, because at one time, magic was magical. Before it was studied by Overturian scientists, magic was an inexplicable phenomenon. Nobody understood it. It was rightly called magic. I see. So it only became science after mana was brought to Overture 300 years ago. Oh. Yes. Moreover, a practical application of magical science emerged 30 years ago in Overture with the invention of magic machines, and at the same time giving birth to a new academic discipline called magical engineering. Oh. Hey, Gasang, you said that magicians from your homeland can cast magic spells with unknown formulas, right? Why aren't they known? Because magical scientists can only figure out the formula of magic spells that they themselves cast. Dvipantaran magic is beyond their abilities. I don't think Dvipantaran magicians can cast the spells to tell them the formulas. Because those magicians don't know the formula either. Huh? Why is this strange? Dvipantaran magicians were already using magic long before magical science existed. The way my people think about magic is entirely different. Wow, this is really interesting. I want to hear more about Dvipantara. There are indeed many more things to tell about my homeland. One day I will surely tell you all about it. A tale of the land from which magic comes. But it has to be a story for another time. It felt like the song wasn't saying that to me. Strange. Okay. Oh. Wait, like to me? Like to the player? Is that what that's implying? It's like, whoops. It's like, I know, I'm sure you're having fun with this exposition, but we have to move on now. Alright, game. We leave after paying the old man. As Gasang promised, the food was quite cheap. It's already sundown when we're back in the city. Gasang's still with me, which means he doesn't work on Sundays. I wonder what kind of job he has, considering that he has mana. He even has an extra mana potion with him. It's getting dark. Are you going home? Huh? Oh, home. Yeah, I still don't want to go back to Maison. Where am I going to go? I have nowhere to go. I could stay over at Jude's house, I think, but no, I can't do that. If Jude knew about Maison, she'd ask me to live with her and then I'd just become a burden. I mean, you work, so... One, would you actually be a burden? You work at the same place. You could help pay for groceries and whatnot. Plus, this way of thinking is so destructive, like self-destructive. You should always burden people. Especially if they're your friends. I guess I'll just have to sleep in the street somewhere. Yeah, it's time I went home. Where do you live? I will escort you. No, you don't have to do that. I don't... Gesang Elise Jabana. I was interrupted by the voice of a woman. Oh, hey, it's you! Fancy meeting you here, Elise Jabana. Janice Wolf. Why is the commander of Dragoon patrolling on the street? Isn't it supposed to be the job of your subordinates? While speaking, Gesang slowly positions himself between me and the woman. Because this commander received a report from her subordinates about a muscular foreigner who was spotted using magic in broad daylight. Incidentally, his description fits a certain high-ranking Libertad member. Oh! Join Libertad right now. There are no ranks in Libertad, Wolf. And yet somehow I knew it was you all the same, Elise Jabana. Who is this woman? What are she and Gesang talking about? What is Libertad? Without warning, the woman extends her right arm forward. A huge ball of fire erupts from her hand. It flies right at us. Just as quick, Gesang nullifies gravity with his right hand to propel himself into the air. At the same time, his left hand is causing heavy rain to fall on the ball of fire that is now zooming towards me. The fire is extinguished in an instant. This is the first time I've seen someone cast two magic spells at the same time. Farewell, Commander Wolf! Now high in the air, Gesang casts a wind spell that carries him far away. Soon I can no longer see him. In the span of just a few seconds, Gesang had cast 3 different magic spells, using 3 different magical traits. Earlier today, he healed me with a spell based on yet another different magical trait. That makes 4 in total. He left you here. The woman stares at me with a piercing gaze. Now I must summon the shit out of your ass, or will you come quietly to the police station like a good little bitch? My gosh, this woman is vulgar. Wait, I only met Gesang today. I don't really know him. Don't lie to me. A fake magical aura starts slowly emanating from her. She was able to shoot a fireball so effortlessly before, so the only reason she was emitting magical aura now is to give me a warning. She is telling me that she could easily kill me if she wanted to. What's a girl like you doing in Libertad? What? I don't even know what Libertad is! Bullshit. Her aura is getting stronger. She starts accumulating courage in her right hand and willpower in her left. She won't listen to me. I won't be able to win against her. That leaves running away as my only option. Unfortunately, I can only use fire magic and healing magic, neither of which will help me escape. Elise! I hear a shout from behind me. Elise! I came here after feeling an unusually strong magical aura. I'm shocked to find Elise just facing off against a policewoman. Oh. I've been looking for her everywhere, and here she is. What is she doing? How did she get in trouble with the police? Normally I would stay away from danger, but I can't let anything happen to Elise. She's the key to my graduation. She's in mortal peril. I rush to her side. Officer. The policewoman eyes me while keeping her focus on Elise. Officer, there must be a misunderstanding. Please stop. A conservatoire student. What's your relationship with this Libertan? Libertan? Did you say Libertan? What? You're wrong. This girl is not a Libertan. She is my sister. Oh crap, my sister? She's not gonna buy that. Why would the sister of a conservatoire student be wearing a factory uniform? To my surprise, the policewoman releases all her magic power. Your sister, huh? After she's done laughing, she asks Elise, "Do you really have no relation with Gesang, girl?" "No, I only met him today. I scraped my knee on the sidewalk and he healed me. That's all." What a nice guy. Fine. Normally I'd drag your asses to the police station overnight for questioning, but today I'm feeling nice. But listen here, girlie. If I catch you doing some funky Libertad shit, I will find this brother of yours in the conservatoire. Bye-bye, kids. Stay out of trouble. Fuck off. God. The policewoman turns away and leaves. Elise. Franz. That woman was so scary. Poor girl. She must have never seen a person with such a strong magical aura, let alone an aura that was aiming to fry her to a crisp. It's okay now. You don't have to be afraid anymore. Elise seems to be on the verge of crying. She's shaking all over. Franz, she said she was going to summon my poop. Huh? I'm sorry? What magic spell does one use to summon poop? Eh? Poop. What are you talking about? There are no spells like that. But that woman said... She was speaking figuratively. It was just to scare you. Are you sure? Yeah. Are you sure? Yes. Are you sure that you're sure? At least there is no magic like that. I'd bet my conservatory to agree on this fact. Wow, she's really shaken up. But Gasong said there is still spells that are unknown to magical scientists. Who the hell is this Gasong? And what does he know about poop summoning? What the fuck is this scene? Can we move? Can we move on? Elise, I am definitely, completely, positively, absolutely certain that there no such magic exists in Overture. And even if it did, a policewoman wouldn't be caught dead using it on a teenager. Elise quiets down. A second later, all worries are gone from her face. Phew! It's good to hear that. That woman really scared me. If she had done something like that, I wouldn't be able to get married anymore? The fuck is this line? What? I still want to be a bride someday, have a family, and get a dog. I'm pretty sure that you can get a dog without being a bride, Elise. Elise. Yeah? What happened to you? Why did the policewoman mistake you for a Libertan? I wanted to ask about that too. Franz, what is Libertad? I don't really know myself, but... I tell Elise about my encounter with Libertad yesterday. After that, she tells me about what has happened since she left Lord Godwin's house. How she met a man named Gasong, went for a meal together, and got attacked by the policewoman. In other words, this Gasong must be a member of Libertad. Good, I think we should join him. Gasong? Lisa's voice is subdued, almost like a whisper, like that of a little kid after a scolding. Franz, Gasong is not a bad person. You don't know about that. You'd better stay away from him regardless. I better get a choice. I better get a choice. That's all I'm saying. By the way, why did you leave Lord Godwin's house this morning? Oh, that was nothing. I just got really nervous and, well, something really happened. But at least I didn't want to talk about it. Project didn't mention anything either. Well, I'll bet he fucking... Ugh. Well, if you say so. But are you sure everything is okay? Yeah. Alright, so are you going back home? It's already dark. Oh. Elise? Franz, I don't have a home. Don't worry about me. Why don't you go home yourself? You have school tomorrow, don't you? Goodbye, Franz. Wait. What do you mean you don't have a home? Where have you been staying? She cast her eyes downward. I used to have a home a long time ago. When her eyes meet mine again, they are full of sorrow. My parents and I lived in a house in the city. My dad had a business of selling potable water. It might sound weird today because there was a water dispenser in every bourgeois household, but back when we started that business, magic machines were still very expensive. There were many magicians who could cast water spells, but the water wasn't always clean. My dad was special because he somehow never failed to summon clean and drinkable water. That's right. I also talked about this in the symposium 2 days ago. Not all water is the same type of water. The quality depends on a number of factors. So my dad started packaging the water he summoned into bottles. For a while he had made a nice living selling them. But eventually, magic machines got cheaper and cheaper until it reached a point where they were affordable to most people. It is now easier and cheaper to get a water dispenser than it is to buy water from a summoner. When I was 9, my dad went out of business. We fell into debt after that. Elise closes her eyes. After breathing out slowly, she opens them again. I feel like I'm talking too fast. One day, I woke up alone in the house. My parents were nowhere to be found. That afternoon, a few men came looking for my dad. When they learned that my dad wasn't around, they got very angry, but eventually left. I was all alone. My parents never came back. They didn't even leave food for me to eat. Some neighbors were kind enough to take care of me for a while, but eventually they started ignoring me. The men kept coming back, and eventually they threw me out of the house. They said they were taking the house to cover my dad's debts. I had nowhere to live. I had no money. When night fell, I slept on the street. The only way for me to get money was by selling magic casting spells for other people. I'd hold a sign saying compassion and courage, and sometimes people would pay me to burn something with fire or heal small cuts on their arms or legs. I also got mana potions from them. But at one time, I wasn't able to get any money and hadn't eaten anything for several days, so I decided to steal a loaf of bread from a bakery. Unfortunately, I was caught and handed to the police. After beating me, a cop took me to a patrols area and released me. He said I was free to do whatever I wanted as long as I kept away from the city. So I started wandering the patrol streets. I slept in alleys. Food was even more of an issue up there. I tried using my healing and fire magic to earn money, but it was much more difficult in the pearls area because the pearls couldn't pay me, and mana potions were almost impossible to come by. My life only got better after I was found by Madame Beauvoir. She said I was beautiful, so she wanted me to live with her. Oh no. Madame Beauvoir? I thought nothing could be worse than what I was going through, so I agreed to go with her. She took me to her house, which turned out to be a brothel. I see. It's that Maison de Beauvoir. I have been living there ever since. Well, until this morning. Why don't you want to go back? Madame agreed not to make me serve customers until I turned 16, but I'm turning 16 in 3 months. But I don't want to work at Maison. I protested. I had been paying my living expenses myself with the money I got from working at the factory, but Madame said it wasn't just about the expenses. She said my wage as factory worker was nowhere near the kind of money I'd bring were I to work at Maison. So I don't want to live in Maison anymore. I'm not going back. I don't have a house, but at least I have a job at the factory. I'll be able to manage. Elise looks determined. There's fire in her eyes. I can't let her do this, though. Elise may think she'll be able to survive on the streets, but a million things could happen to a girl like her. If anything happens to Elise, it'll be disastrous for my research. I can't let it happen. Well, why don't you stay at my place for now? Your place? Yes, at least you'll have a place to stay tonight. We can think about something more long-term tomorrow. She seems to be deep in thought. Are you sure that's okay? Absolutely. It's better than sleeping on the street, right? Yeah. Good, let's go. Okay. I'm pretty sure you could have gone to Jude, but Jude's not a main character, so I guess this is gonna happen. We're here. Elise stands frozen in front of the apartment building. Her eyes are open wide. Francis, is this your house? It's even bigger than Frederick's. Huh? It's enormous! What do your parents do for a living? Are you a prince? Look, I don't own the whole building. My house is just a unit inside the building. I can't believe... Wait, what? This coming, you'll see. Overture is both a big and small country, depending on how you see it. The monarchy wields huge political power over the kingdoms and the continent. So in a way, the kingdoms are under the rule of Overture. Traders from Overture have also established many colonies all over the world, which together make up the so-called Overturian Empire. But the kingdom of Overture itself encompasses only a city, the city of Overture. What that means is that the city is home to the kingdom's entire ever-growing population, as well as immigrants who have come to the magical science capital of the world. As a result, land is expensive, and the city has opted for vertical developments. Nowadays, most people in the middle class live in apartment buildings or similar shared dwellings. Elisa's lack of knowledge about this type of housing means her parents used to have their own house, either because they were rich enough to buy one, or because their family had owned the house for generations. Friends, are you sure I can stay over? Won't your parents mind? My parents are traveling aboard. That should be abroad, right? It will just be you and me alone at home. I see. It's not a problem then. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay. I go inside, Elise following closely behind me. Wait a minute. I think I just uttered something very amazing. Wow, the staircase is curved just like in Maison. What was I saying again? My parents are traveling abroad. No, not that. Oh, this is what you meant by your house being just a unit in the building. After that, it will just be you and me alone at home. Ah, it's a lovely house. Hey, this couch is like the one we had in my old house. Me and Elise alone at home. Whoa, I didn't think about this before, but I'm actually bringing a girl home, and she's staying overnight. My heart suddenly starts to beat faster. Hey, watch it. You're gonna get with, fuck. This one. Don't you start thinking things. Wow, this is like the quality assurance office at our factory. Is this your bedroom, Franz? Yeah, this is my... Huh? Huh? Bedroom? When did I get here? Wait a minute. Did I just lead a girl straight into my room? Is it supposed to be this easy? Okay, yeah, but she doesn't know anything. She's... God. Please act with some sort of decency. Elise is smiling without a care. Her face a picture of innocence. Franz? Yeah, this is my bedroom. Her gleaming eyes wander from one corner of the room to the next. Okay, calm down. Let's rationally analyze the situation. Why would Elise not be worried about sleeping in the same room with a man she just met? A. She isn't aware of the danger. B. She doesn't see me as a man. C. She is completely okay with it. Your bed looks so comfortable. Answer A. She isn't aware of the danger. It's impossible, considering that this morning she had been living at Maison deux before. She must be hyper aware of how men think. Answer B. She doesn't see me as a man. It's also impossible because, come on, I'm the definition of classic gentlemanly good looks. Shut the fuck up. So, that only leaves... Well, thanks for showing me your bedroom, Franz. I'll go sleep on the couch in the living room. Good night. Thank God. The door closes behind me. Good night, Elise. Yeah, it was D. This is a normal, like, human interact, like... none of the above. Can't sleep. Okay. Was that still, France? The morning sunlight rises me from my sleep. I blink a few times to shake off the drowsiness, but it's not helping. I eventually fell asleep last night, but only after tossing and turning for hours. In the end, I managed to get maybe 4 hours of sleep. Yeah. Outside of my room, I meet Elise, who has just come out of the bathroom, looking energetic with the usual guiltless smile on her face. After having breakfast, Elise said she always skips breakfast, but I made her to eat just in case she decides to run off again. We head outside. I have a feeling that I'm forgetting something important. Oh, hey, Aretha! Aretha's already waiting outside as she does every morning. Good morning, Aretha. Aretha looks at Elise. She looks at me. Then at Elise again. And me again. Good morning, Aretha. Whoa! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Aretha suddenly gasps just loudly, covering her mouth with her hand. France has become a man. How could you, France? Hadn't you been saving your first time for my 18th birthday? Nice! No! You hadn't been saving it? I'm not saving it for you. This is unbelievable. I took my eyes away from you for a day, and look what happened. Aretha, cut it out. Nothing happened last night. And poor me. I have always been faithful to you, but you, no! She is enjoying this, isn't she? Aretha eyes Elise again, studying her face. So this is France's type, huh? Not bad, France! As your love advisor, I must say you've done me proud. When did she become my love advisor? Oh, France, I didn't think you'd be able to make a girl fall. She pauses when her eyes travel downward from Elise's face and catch the side of her clothes. Aretha blinks a few times. An MM factory worker? Hello, I'm Elise Shelley. Hi, Elise. My name is Aretha Blyton. I'm a friend of France's from the conservatoire. Nice to meet you, Miss Blyton. Call me Aretha. Nice to meet you, Aretha. Aretha throws me a glance that says, why is this girl with you? Did you abduct her? No, I didn't. Didn't what? Elise is helping me with my research. I give Aretha a summary of what has happened between me and Elise since I saw her trying to revive a broken piano at the factory 3 days ago. And that's why she stayed at my place last night. Wow. Wow, awesome! You're trying to fix a broken piano with magic? Yeah. That's really cool! You don't think I'm weird? Not at all. Listen, Elise, if you manage to fix the piano, it will change the world. Not only will you be filthy rich, your name will also go down in history. Really? Really early. This is exciting stuff. Aretha isn't wrong, but that's a really big if right there. Also, if what usually takes place in these kind of things is that France would use what's her name, Elise's magic, and then he would publish the findings and he would get the credit. That's how this type thing usually works. But it seems that they're going to become friends, so probably not. Ooh, it's almost time to go. Anyway, I turned to Elise. What are you going to do about your living situation? I want to help, but I don't think my parents would approve of me living with a girl under their roof. Yeah, I still know what to do, but I'm definitely not going back to Maison. You're looking for a place to live? Hey, why don't you just live with me? Yes! Sorry, that was loud, probably. Ah! Eh? You really can't just sleep on the street, you know. France might not be savage enough to assault you at night, but there are seriously evil guys out there. Frederick! But don't worry, I know we just met, but I have a feeling that we'll get along well. Hey, why isn't there an Elise Aretha here? I want to progress Elise Aretha relationship. This is the worst part of the game. I'm sorry, second worst. The worst part of the game is Frederick. This is the second worst part of the game. But what about my work at the factory? The factory is quite far from the city. The factory? That place is awful, isn't it? You should just quit. No way. I can't just be a freeloader at her house. You're helping me with my research, right? In that case, you'll get salary as a research assistant. Research assistant? Actually, she's more like a research subject, but never mind. Yes, the salary won't make you rich, but I'm sure it's more than what you get from the factory. I see. Elise begins pondering in silent hesitation. She looks really unsure how to accept the offer. What do you think, Elise? What do you think? Aretha can be like a little girl sometimes. She's like a kid who wants a little sister. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna ship them. I mean, like, this game is... I'm going to read as much subtext that isn't there as I possibly can. What does the research assistant do? Well, in your case, I only need you to cast magic spells. Come on, what do you think? I give Aretha a light chop on the head. Ow. She seems to get my message to not disturb Elise while she is thinking. Finally, Elise comes to a decision. Okay, I'll take both of your offers. Awesome! Shall we go to my house? My mom will love you. Hey, are you forgetting that we have to go to the conservatoire? Ah, you're right. Sheesh. Well, now that she has Elise as her new toy, I am going to ignore that. Maybe Aretha will stop teasing me so much. I'm sorry, Franz. I didn't realize how much you were looking forward to going to the conservatory with me. Or maybe not. Let's go, Elise. Am I going too? Of course, you're my research assistant, remember? Right. Ho-ho. Is she gonna get a new outfit for her sprite? Or is she gonna stay in the factory work clothes? Oh, actually, this is a... That's a scene change. I think we're going to stop here for today. I only did... I think... Oh, geez. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might do... well, actually... I think the plan is... I think I'm gonna do more of this tomorrow. Because it's an Elise, Aretha, and Franz thing, and Frederick's nowhere to be found. If we were about to go to a Frederick point of view, I would have been like, nah, we're gonna go to the next scene tomorrow. Kind of push that off. Yeah, okay, I like how this is set up. I like that we're away from Frederick. I don't know how he's going to be reinserted into the story again, though. Or it's weird. He's probably going to insert himself again, which has other connotations. At least he didn't try anything. I mean, I still don't like the idea of him getting a redemption arc here, but it's been so long and he's just been a dick and a creep this whole time. It's like, are we actually going to redeem him, like, at all? Is that going to be a thing that happens? Well, anyway, we will see what happens next time. So, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This has been an octave higher. I've been Calypso, aka Carousel, and I'm signing out. Have a wonderful rest of your day.